Psychic TV Australia, coming to you live for the next 3 hours. I'm Rhonda, I'm happy to be here. We also have Ben and Nada in the studio, so we're very excited to take your calls and help with whatever's going on in your life. We'd like to empower you and help you resolve your problems. So tonight it's Inner Light Sunday, so we'd like you to see your inner light. You'd like to have a look at our Facebook page. Write down any questions you've actually got for our psychics tonight. So that's me included. It's also Nada, it's Ben. So if you've got any questions, if you'd like to know how we connect, what we do, just ask us any questions. We'd be happy to talk about it together when we're at the desk, or to connect with you on the Facebook page. And please share our Facebook page as well. We'd love you to connect with us. Okay, so if you'd like to connect with us, please send your name, date of birth and message to 0437 646 958. That's for picture messages. And if you prefer text messages, again, name, date of birth and your message to 1972 2202. You can also skip the queue. Send a voice message with your name and date of birth to 1900 909 999 or 1800 757 035, and that's option 9. So we're going to go around the room now. So we've got Nada available in booth 1. So Nada, please tell us how you can help our viewers. Hi.
I'm a psychic medium, crystal healer, meditation teacher, and I love to connect you with your loved ones in spirit. My readings entail talking about what's going on at the moment, a bit about what's happened in the past and what's going to happen in the future, and they're very healing. I work with the Ascended Masters and the Archangels, and so give me a call. I'd love to help you. So thank you.
Perfect. So Nada's got a lot of healing energy. I can sense that already. I'm very excited to be working with her. Haven't worked with her for about 6 months, I think it is.
Yeah, thanks, Rhonda.
So I'm really excited to work with you. She won't be free for long, guys, so give her a call, option 1.
Thank you.
We also have Ben available. I'm very excited to be working with Ben. It's his first night here today on Psychic TV. I've known Ben for a number of years. We used to go to Florence King's classes together. I can vouch for him personally. I've had readings with Ben. Fantastic medium, very experienced at platform mediumship. So Ben, please tell us how you can connect with our viewers.
Yeah, thanks Rhonda. Yeah, I'm a psychic medium, very intuitive. So just connect you with your loved ones and tell you about past, present and future. So just give us a call and we'll see what we can do for you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Sounds good. Okay, we have a big announcement, guys. I'm sure you've heard it before, but we'll tell you again because we're so excited about it. We have PTV on stage. We're very proud to announce our first platform reading show for 2018. It's going to be on the 30th of June in the Brian Brown Theatre at Bankstown. The doors open at 6:15 and the show will start at 7 o'clock. Now, we have a fantastic lineup for you guys. I've seen all these guys in action. We have Florence King, Alan Hamlin, Susan Penno and Kerry Irwin. There's limited seating available basically, and we've already been selling out, so there's still tickets available. They're $55 for an early bird special ticket. For all tickets, we're offering a further discount if you share our event on social media from the Outix website. So guys, to go to the Outix website, it's www.outix.com.au, search for PTV. For more information and a link to Outix, you can go to our Facebook page. So, and my name's Rhonda. My Facebook group is Rhonda's Readings and Rocks. I basically do psychic and mediumship readings. I also do affirmation rocks. The psychic readings are looking at past, present, future. I can answer any particular question about your life or focus on any specific area of your life, or I can just do a general reading. And the mediumship, of course, is connecting with the other side. So I tend to bring through humans, pets, a bit of everything. I hear, I see, I smell. I'm clairsentient as well, so I sense. It's really, it's a combination of modalities, and I basically get messages connected to what's relevant to you at the time. So we're going to start with a picture message first. Lisa, 12th of the 10th, 82. The last 12 months have been hard. What do you see the next 6 months bringing? Yeah, Lisa, I feel very heavy-chested with you, very heavy-hearted. It feels like you've had a bit of upset in terms of like a separation, breakups, and I don't mean just, it feels like on the relationship side of things, but also sort of family friendships. It's like you've, Lisa, really sort of evaluated people in your life and what they're worth, and by that I mean you're looking at what you're sort of getting out of friendships, or what you tend to give a lot, you're very giving, but you're not getting as much in return, and you're finally sort of learning to stand in your own power and speak up for yourself, and a lot of people don't like that because they're used to the old Lisa. So really trust your gut instincts and stick to your guns. It feels like the decisions you've made and the steps you've made have been good for you. I can see a bit of travel for you, Lisa, not necessarily in the 6 months, but sort of a little bit after that. So I can see sort of the end of this year, start of next year, I can see a bit of travel. And that feels like it's quite a good thing for you. In terms of, it feels like the decisions you've made have really sort of, again, I'm just feeling heavy-hearted with you, but it feels like it's a right thing for you to do. No, it feels like each day it's just going to get easier. And it's not necessarily that you need certain people around you, because you're standing in your own power and you realise that you're able to do those things yourself. So it feels very positive. My gut feeling is just for you to stick to what you're doing, and the decisions that you've made around the people around you have been a good thing. And remember to use your voice. That's very important for you. It feels like you need to continue to speak your mind. That's the main thing I'm picking up for you, Lisa. But other than that, it feels like things are gradually just getting better for you, and things will be easier. The more you speak up for yourself, the easier it's going to be. And 6 months' time from now, you'll look back to this and you'll sort of laugh about it. So, things feel very positive for you. Everything feels like it's just falling into place, particularly towards the end of next year. So, thank you for connecting with us, Lisa. I wish you all the best. You're much stronger than you think. So, all the best. So we still have 2 psychics available. We've got Nada in booth 1 and we have Ben in booth 2. So snap them up, guys. They won't be free for long, so give them a call. Okay, we've got a text message next. Coming? It is coming. Is it Karina? Yeah, keep sending in those questions to the psychics, because we'll answer them as best we can. So Karina, 11th of October, 84. Hi PTV, what do you see in store for me for the next 6 months? Another 6-month reading, Karina. It feels the opposite to the last reading you've had. I feel like, Karina, you've got some decisions coming up. Whether you've sort of avoided sort of things, avoided certain conversations. I feel like for you, you're sort of head in sand type thing, hoping it'll go away. But I feel like with things, you're quite intuitive yourself. You get messages yourself from spirit. I feel like you're quite auditory. You're getting, you hear song lyrics or poems, and you hear them repeating. So when you're hearing sort of doubles, that's kind of for you to take notice. I feel like things are coming to a head for you in terms of decisions that you're making. And that turn, I don't know whether you're, Karina, involved with business, you're sort of involved with business in the family sense, or you're in business with a family member, or you work with a family member. But it feels like that's a kind of relationship that's a bit tested at the moment, and you're to do with making decisions about that, whether it's who sort of reallocating work, or who's actually responsible for one work, so you're not stepping on each other's toes. I feel like there's decisions around that sort of for you. That's basically what I'm picking up for you, Karina. I feel like things are coming to a head, and particularly when you hear doubles, you hear things and you hear them repeating again. Just try to take notice of the lyrics, because that's a sign for you in spirit. So when you start hearing that, then you know things are sort of coming to a head. Because you actually have psychic dreams as well, Karina. I feel like you're getting premonitions about what you sort of have to do. So you're kind of avoiding it, but it's going to be sort of a weight off your shoulders when you actually deal with it. And it feels like you're someone who has to trust your instincts, and once you start making those decisions, things will be a lot easier for you, Karina. So thank you for connecting, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. Okay, come on, guys. Booth 1, we've still got Nada available. She's amazing, looks beautiful tonight, so give her a call. We're actually down a psychic at the moment, so we're going to spend more time at the desk and more time for you guys to connect with us. So you can connect with the psychics at the back, you've got plenty of time. So Nada option 1 and we've got Ben option 2. I was going to say beautiful Ben, but yeah, I can say that. He doesn't mind. Yeah, so give them a call. Okay, we've got a picture message coming up next by Lenny. Okay, he's coming to the screen. All right, Lenny, 1st of February 1979. Wow. Lenny saw 2 wedge-tailed eagles circling above me today. Was that spirit trying to tell me? Love and light to all. Absolutely. Absolutely. Things like that. For me, it's owls. I see owls when I'm about to make a decision. With you, Lenny, it feels like it's a decision around a loved one. I'm getting something to do with the care of a loved one, whether you're making decisions around the care of a loved one or you're concerned about, and by loved one I could mean family or I could mean friends, whether you've got a mate that's just had an accident or something, or there's some issue about that. That's what I'm picking up, what the symbol of the wedge-tailed eagles mean. But absolutely, I mean, we get messages from spirit in all sorts of ways. I see owls whenever I've got a difficult decision to make or I need a bit of courage. I see owls. So you're a very caring, very empathic person, Lenny. I feel like you don't always let that show, though. And I feel that the wedge-tailed eagles are for you to just embrace that inner nurturing side that you have. I know it's not very blokey, but it just feels like that's a nice sort of way to sort of validate that for you. Yeah, I can't get past that. It just feels like it's to do with the care or the concern about someone who's not able to at the moment. Someone who's going to get better, but it feels like there's a bit of humour in it as well, whether you've got your healing energy is expressed through humour kind of thing. So whether you're planning something funny for a mate that's not well or something like that, but you're sort of not sure, you think it's going to be a bit silly, but it feels like that would be a really nice thing to do, and the impact of that would be far more profound than you realise. So that's what I'm picking up for you with the wedge-tailed eagles. I also feel connecting with your energy, Lenny, my hands are just feel really warm. So I feel like you could even do something like Reiki. You've just got amazing healing energy in your hands, you just in your whole person as well, but especially your hands. You could turn your hand to do healing work if you like. So thank you for connecting, Lenny. I hope that makes sense, and hope your friend gets better soon. Thank you for that. Got Ben available in option 2. He's a good option. Give him a call. He's fantastic. Only psychic available right now. So please connect with him. Okay. So we've got a voicemail coming up next.
Good morning, PTV. It's Vicky, 30th of July, 1960. Can I please ask a respondent, Rhonda, whether I'll get my house on the market when I want to and whether it will sell quickly? Love you guys. Big huggles. Mwah.
Thank you, Vicky. I feel like I need to give you a big hug. Whether you'll get your house, if I heard that correctly, whether you'll get your house on the market when you expect it and whether it'll sell. I feel like the time that you'll get it on the market is actually a bit later than you think, but it feels like once you do, things will start moving and it will sell. So whatever time frame, I'm getting 6. I don't know whether it's 6 weeks. It definitely doesn't feel like 6 months. It feels like sort of like 6 weeks. Like it's not going to be sort of as early as you think, but it'll be shortly after. But once you do get that on the market, Vicky, it will sell shortly after that. And it actually feels like you've got a bit of interest already. Whether there's been people in your ear or that sort of thing, I feel like there's been a bit of interest, but I feel like you need to stick to your gun. So don't sort of undersell yourself before you go ahead with it, because it feels like if you go ahead with it and do it as planned, it would be done properly and things will be more transparent for you. So that's what I'm feeling with you, Vicky. You're very, I don't know whether I've connected with you before, Vicky, but you're a very caring, beautiful person. You're very You would be a very loyal friend, very giving friend. You've got a beautiful energy about you. And it feels like this, and I don't know whether you've got work issues or something as well. It feels like you've got a lot on your mind at the moment, and you're kind of not. I want you to just the loyal, caring way that you treat other people. I want you to give that to yourself a bit. I want you to just embrace yourself and just nurture yourself and do something nice for yourself. You know, even wake up every day and think, what am I going to do nice for myself today? Because you really are a beautiful person. You've got beautiful energy, and I feel like you need to just remind yourself of that and just you know, do something, just one thing a day nice for yourself. I feel like you need to do that. I feel like just in terms of the stress and the other things going on, I don't know whether there's a work or family conflict or something going on like that, but I just feel like you need to do something nice for yourself, and that's going to mean that you're going to respond in a better way. You're not going to be as reactive to things. You're just going to take it in your stride because you're sort of more grounded. So just sort of blurted out a lot more than you asked, Vicky, but I hope that makes sense to you. So just feel that I need to give you big hugs. So thank you for connecting, Vicky. Guys, Ben, how many times do I have to say, Ben, please give him a call. He's great. He's brand new. He's not new to mediumship. He's brand new. Please make him feel welcome. Honestly, he's given me readings before, and he's connected with, I think, just about all of my dead relatives, and there's a lot of them. So, you know, and he's said things that I wouldn't have expected people to pick up on. So, honestly, if you want an accurate reading, give Ben a call. Booth 2. Okay, so I've got a question for you guys. So, okay, so we have a question from the audience. So, what's the difference between a live reading and a stage show and PTV? Well, basically, for these readings, we're just looking in a camera, so it's very just one-sided. So, for all the people that contact us on and off the show to validate our readings, appreciate it, because it's not as interactive as doing a face-to-face reading at a fair or a show or that sort of thing. It's basically the same type of thing. We connect with your energy. So I'm doing that whether I hear your voicemail, I see your face, or I see a text message. It's connecting with your energy. And it's what I hear, what I see, what I feel, what I smell, it all comes through. The difference would be, say, if I was reading you face-to-face, I'd probably hold your watch or wedding ring or an item of jewellery. That's called psychometry, and that's, again, connecting with your energy. So you can do it sort of different ways. It still comes the same way. And that's different, again, from the platform reading. So the first platform reading we have on the 30th of June, that's basically connecting to an audience. So I've only done about half a dozen of them. That was years ago. But basically, you have an audience full of people, and you still get messages coming through. You have to then place where that message is coming from in the crowd. And it's exactly the same type of thing. You're getting the messages coming through. That's probably sort of in between what we're doing now and what we're doing face-to-face, in that some people give you a lot of feedback. Other people sort of say no. and then after they show, they'll say, oh, that was relevant to me. So, but it's basically the same thing. It's just tuning in with the energy, making that connection. And that could be that, you know, if I'm looking at an audience, I'll either see pets around a person, or I'll see people around a person, or I'm just drawn. I tend to get a lot of rabbits for some reason. I get animals that come through in platform readings. Yeah, it's much the same thing, but it's just done sort of to a different audience. So yeah, that's the difference for that. Alrighty. Okay, if you have any questions for any of us, so Nada, Ben, or myself, please tell us on the Facebook stream. Please share our Facebook stream as well. But basically, we'll answer any questions about what we do. So it might be something that you have read, something that you've heard, something that you'd like to learn about. And some of the calls I actually get, people ask me how to improve their psychic journey, where they should be going, and I'll pick up that they're clairaudient or where they're getting messages through. So we're more than happy to help with that as well. Alrighty. All our psychics are now on call. So if you do want to get a psychic reading tonight, we've got, and all the psychics are on call like they are now. We've got the at-home psychics. So the internationals, they're updated regularly on our website. So you can see the screen now. We've got 3 of them available. It's updated regularly. Basically, if you call the 1-800 or 1-900 numbers, and then option 6, and then tick 2 after that, you'll go to the first available psychic. So we've got Lalima. So she's a gifted psychic medium, empath, clairvoyant and tarot reader. She's honest, straightforward and to the point. Her reading is exactly what you need to get when you need to make a choice or face something challenging in your life. So that's just the quality of the 24/7 psychics that we've got available. So give them a call if you do want a reading. Okay, so we've got a picture message next. Felicity. Okay, 22nd of November 99. Hi PTV, just wanted a general reading. Thanks Felicity. Wow, Felicity, you're quite an interesting lady. You're really sort of meek and mild and quiet, but I wouldn't want to mess with you. You've got a lot of inner strength there. And it feels like you're quite an older soul as well. You're really someone who's quite resilient for your age. A lot of people would sort of underestimate that, but you kind of draw sometimes from experience that you think is not your own, but you're really quite an older soul. What I'm getting with you, Felicity, is to have past life regression. I had my first past life regression on Thursday, and I was amazed at what it offered me. So that was, I feel like for you, that would be really interesting as well. In terms of a general reading, it feels like you're planning travel with friends. You're not sure about going by, I don't know whether you've done exchange or you've done sort of travel previously. And it feels like you're making a decision around travel and around other people. But I feel like you'd be better off sort of going on your own. So you're kind of being dragged sort of to one side, but it feels like you could do a little bit of that, but you could also do things on your own. So I feel like that's important to you. I feel like you'd learn a lot and just grow a lot, just getting out there and doing your own thing. Because you're very capable of making decisions, and I could see that you would, in the workplace, be quite a person who would get through a big volume of work. You'd be able to take on a lot of information and get through it. So if you think of, travel plans as being sort of a bit scary, think of it like a day at work. Your flights are one thing that you've got to do, and it's quite. If you sort of think of it a bit more methodical, it's not. You won't have that sort of mental barrier with it, but it feels like that's almost like an obstacle that you need to get through and have that confidence in yourself and actually doing that. So for you, it feels like more just having a think about what you want, whether it's just looking at a map of the world, just thinking, yep, wouldn't mind doing that, or heard of that. And sort of choosing it that way. So that's what I'm picking up for you. And there's also a bit of study with you, and it feels like what your travel plans are, it'll work out nicely with the work and study. It feels like things are happening at the right time. And sort of try not to let opportunities pass you by, but also bear in mind that if the timing isn't right, then something better's around the corner. Because it feels like you're sort of going to do some things in a roundabout way, but you'll get to where you need to be. So don't worry about not doing something at the right time that someone tells you to do it, because it feels like you're going on the right path anyway. And you're somebody who's very resourceful and able to make decisions to get where you need to be anyway. So I hope that makes sense to you, and enjoy your travels. It's really exciting. And you'll definitely have the travel bug, which is what I got in my 20s. So thank you. All right, we're going to do a few shout-outs. So we've got Chris, Marjorie, Sue, Joanne, and Tracy. So thank you for watching, guys. I've got my own shout-out as well. I've actually got Drew, Celeste, and Alex from Echuca in Victoria. So thank you for connecting. Thank you for sharing our Facebook Live video, and just to connect with you guys, sending you big hugs. Okay, we've got a text message coming next, so it'll be on the screen shortly, by Neville. So 21st of the 8/77, Neville. He'd like to know what his father Ron, who passed away in 2007, 2017 has to tell me. Yeah, I'm just never just connecting with Ron's energy. I feel like my voice is going. I feel like I want to stand up and get out of my chair as well. So I don't know whether your father had mobility issues and speech issues, but it's like he couldn't get out what he wanted to say. And I also feel like there were hospital tubes and things in his mouth, so he couldn't actually speak. Couldn't sort of move as well, couldn't speak. Also, I feel very cold. I've just got cold chills up and down my spine. He was, it feels like Ron towards the end was very psychic, and I don't know whether he was in a coma or there was a brain injury or something. I feel like when he was in the living, there was a real split in that he was quite psychic, and he was sort of half there, half on the other side, half here, because it felt like he was very aware of spirit around him, and it gave him sort of chills up and down his spine. In connecting that, it just felt a bit sort of overwhelming at times, and he couldn't speak, couldn't move. That's what I'm picking up with you. There's a bit of conflict around you, Neville. I can hear people talking. I can hear raised voices. I can hear lots of people sort of giving, like the Chinese whispers, giving misinformation. Ron actually trusted you, Neville. That's the main thing I'm picking up. There was a lot of trust there. Although you didn't agree on everything, on many levels he did trust you. And it feels like you need to not necessarily speak louder, but just speak clearly, speak consistently, be his voice. I feel like, it's like I don't know whether you were the legal person responsible for him. I feel that you've got to, in all of this, think about what his intentions were. So doesn't matter about what other people are doing and what other people are saying. It feels like you've got to think about what your father's intentions were. So if he was here right now and he could tell you basically what he wanted, you've got to do that. And you can still talk to him as well. He's got a thing with hot drinks. He's making hot drinks sort of turn cold. He's changing the way he's communicating with you. He's changing temperatures of, like, you'll go to have a hot drink, but it'll be cool, or you'll have a cool drink and it'll be warm. It's like he's connecting with you by changing the temp. I know it sounds silly, but that's what he's telling me. He's changing the temperature of the drinks that you're having, and that's how he's connecting. But basically the message for you from Ron is to make decisions as though as though you're stepping into him. You're making decisions for him because he trusted you to do that. That's what I'm picking up from him. So, in other words, it doesn't matter about what's going on, and it feels like there's a lot of drama going on, but you've got to make those decisions for him because he trusted you to do that. And that's all you have to think about, what his intentions were. And you know what they were, but that feels like what's going on with that. And he was, basically he trusted you. That's what the message is. And just have a think about sort of the temperatures of the drinks changing, and it just feels like that was sort of, I don't know what the thing is with drinks with you two were, but that's sort of his way of communicating with you. So thank you for your message. I hope that makes sense to you. Thanks for connecting. Alrighty, so you can still have a psychic reading. Our two psychics in the studio are busy, but we've still got the at-home psychics, the international ones. So if you call the 1800 or 1900 number, hit option 6 and then 2, you'll be connected to the next available psychic that's updated regularly on our website. So you can see on screen who's available. We've got Lalima, Shirley and Angel. So you can still have a psychic reading. All right. So we've got a voicemail next.
Good morning, PTV. Janine speaking, 17th of the 4th, 61. I own some land near where I live, and I would like to think I'm going to live there one day. I was wondering what you see about that. And also, any messages from my loved ones deceased. Thanks, bye.
Alrighty, thanks for that, Janine. First thing I'm going to have to say is it feels like you're known by another name, whether you've got friends have got a nickname for you or something. It feels like Janine is not, you're called another name by someone. That should make sense to you. The land you'd like to live there, I do feel like you will, but it's a bit of a way to go. You've got, and I can see you doing paperwork around that before you actually do that. So it feels like it's going to be in sort of a longer time frame than you think, but I can actually see you living there, and it'll be just nice and quiet and beautiful. Messages from loved ones. I have a gentleman in spirit, quite sort of lanky, a bit sort of stooped over, a bit sort of gangly, if that's the word. I think it's like an uncle type. It feels like on a mother's side, but it feels like an uncle type connection with you. And he's being very quiet. He's very quiet in the living, and he's just being very quiet. He's not actually telling me anything. Something about his hands. His hands are always cold. So it feels like he knew you from childhood, sort of like high school age, sort of 11, 12. It feels like he knew you since then. The only message I'm getting from him, he's really not telling me much, is that everything's going okay. It's just, slow and steady wins a race. It's not. You can be impatient at times. You're not impulsive, but everything's sort of going as it should be going. So try not to worry about it. That's what I'm getting from him. There's also some women in spirit as well, and that feels like I've got one on your mum's side, one on your dad's side. They were quite sort of strong, I know you've talked about land, but they seem like sort of strong, sturdy, country type women, like love to cook and love to gossip, sort of thing. Yeah, again, they're not, your relatives aren't telling me much. I can see them, but I'm not getting much of a message from that, so apologies for that. But yeah, it's definitely a strong country connection with you, and I can see you eventually living there. I just feel like there's some paperwork or that sort of thing for you to sort out, and it doesn't feel like it's the right timing right now. I can see sort of like a couple of years' time kind of thing. So I wish you all the best. Sorry your relatives didn't tell me much. They kind of just came out and showed themselves, and but didn't actually tell me much apart from the cold hands with your uncle, but yeah, that's just how it is. I guess sometimes you have a good connection, sometimes you don't, but I hope that makes sense. All right, so now I'm very excited. We've got Ben next to us. So hi, Ben.
Rhonda.
How you going?
Good, mate.
So it's great to have Ben.
Thanks very much.
So I'm headed to booth 2. So if you'd like further clarification of the readings I did at the desk, please call me in booth 2. Okay, thanks guys.
We also have Rhonda available in booth 2, so give Rhonda a call. Okay, we have a psychic in the studio available. We have Rhonda, and Rhonda is in booth 2. Unbelievable medium. She's so good. She's such a nice person too. Really beautiful energy, and yeah, Rhonda will help you there. So give Rhonda a call because she won't be available for long. Okay, we still have Rhonda. Rhonda is still available in booth 2, so give Rhonda a call. She's an unbelievable medium, psychic medium. So give her a call, and she'll help you with all your questions. Okay, straight into Rhonda. Okay, just write this down. Rhonda, the 29th, the 5th, 62. Hi, could I have a birthday reading, please? And any messages from Dad, thank you. Oh, Rhonda, thanks very much for trusting me with your reading. That's awesome. Well, happy birthday to you as well. And as I wait for your dad to move in closer for me, so I can get in. Okay, come in closer. As he comes in closer, Rhonda, I know that I can't see your father, but I feel a male energy around me. I don't hear your father as well, but I feel the male energy around me, and I'm sure he's proud of his girl. I'm sure he's proud of everything that you do. I really do. I feel that that you know your Father's around you. And I feel like that you see signs as well. I really do feel that with you. I feel like that I want to have a drink for you as well. I don't know if he was a big drinker. I don't feel like he was, but I feel like that I want to have a toast for you. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that he's looking around you, and I feel like that there's certain signs that you see. I really, actually, as I say that, I really feel that sometimes you're in a shopping centre and you see someone who looks like your father, just a quick glimpse, and I really feel that that's your father letting you know that he's around you. So take notice of that, and I really do. I feel like that he's around you quite often, and I feel like that you feel that anyway. And I feel that you know that as well. Even though that you've sent the message in, I feel like you believe that as well. I really do. And I feel like that he's a proud dad. I don't think like he was proud all the time, but I really feel that you've achieved things that he couldn't achieve. And I really feel that he's happy what you've done and where you've come. And I feel like too that before he's passing, I really feel like that there was messages that you spoke about. And there's little signs that he must have told you, and I feel like that I want to hold your hand, and I feel like that I want to show you the love he holds for you. Do you know what I mean? I really feel it. I feel that there was a really nice connection with you. I really feel that in my own heart with that one as well. Thanks very much, Rhonda. Thanks for connecting with us tonight.
And now we have the beautiful Rhonda.
Hello.
Hello, sweetie.
Hello.
So I'm going to booth 2 and I'll leave you in Rhonda's capable hands.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely, Nada,
Thanks.
thank you. Okay, send in those picture messages, guys, with your name, date of birth to 0437 646 958. Or send in those text messages to 1972 2202. Or skip the queue, 1900 909 999 or 1800 757 035, and that's option 9. So, Nada's going to booth 2, so she'll be available very shortly. Oh, she's available right now, in fact. There you go. So give her a call, option 2. She won't be free for long. Okay, going straight to a voice message.
Good morning. I would like a reading from Rhonda, if that's possible. My name is Megan, 19th of the 8th, 70. I would love a general reading just on the next 6 months regarding relationships, work and finance. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, Megan, thanks for connecting. Relationships, I feel like you've got a lot going on. It's like in terms of your family, whether it's partner and children, even sort of extended family, I feel like there's just a lot going on. People are coming in and out. I don't know whether you've got people in your family that are travelling or that are sort of just transitioning to different schools, and it feels like there's a lot of changes going on in family, and it just feels like it's just meant to happen. It's just sort of natural progression, but it's just sort of happening all at once. So it feels a bit overwhelming, but it's just taking one step at a time. So that's the relationship type of things. It feels like work. You've also got work changes, so you've got a lot going on, Megan. Work changes. I don't know whether you've just got a new company that's joined in, or a new sort of business that's working on your premises, or a new contractor or something. It feels like a new work type relationships that's stepping in, and it feels like it's actually a good fit. It feels like it's sort of complementary, it's symbiotic, it's quite nice. So that feels like it's a good fit in terms of the work side of things. And money, finances, I think it was, Megan. Finances, it feels like you've got a lot of expenses at the moment, and it's kind of like this time of year is just an expensive time of year for you. And it's kind of like you're sort of, whether you can get sort of financial advice about sort of planning it, or sort of, because it feels like you're quite methodical, Megan. It feels like you're a very organised and methodical type person anyway. It feels like maybe just sort of, it's kind of thing like step back and then look at it, or get someone outside to have a look, just to sort of even things out a bit financially. That's what's going on, because you've got sort of a lot going on in other things, like the work change is quite stable. It feels like a good thing. The family sort of changes, just feels like there's just it's a bit overwhelming. There's a lot going on. So it just feels like in terms of the finances, you're not as clear-headed as you normally are, just because you've got a lot going on, and that's sort of within that 6 months time frame you've asked for. But it feels like I'm getting 5 to 6 things are, like in sort of 5 months' time, things will be a lot smoother sailing. Like things have sort of happened the way they've happened, and that sort of thing. And it feels like you're the rock, you're the gel, you're really the calm sort of. You're an oasis of calm to people around you. So I don't see that changing. But just bear in mind that you sometimes need a break or need an extra pair of eyes or an extra pair of hands, an extra bit of help. So it feels like just be kind to yourself, because you're actually an exceptional woman, and you're doing really well with all the changes that are going on. So thank you for connecting. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Okay, so a big shout out to Amanda Henry. So if you want to send us some love, that's fantastic. Look at our Facebook page. Just write on the stream. So if you'd like a shout out, write your name. If you'd like to ask any of us any questions about what we do or how we do it, or how you can start your own or continue your own psychic journey, please write on our Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to answer your questions. Okay, we've got a text message coming up now by Crystal. Crystal, 18th the 4th, 94. Hi there. Crystal would like a general reading for the next 6 months. Thanks for that, Crystal. Wow, you're quite an interesting person, Crystal. You're another one that's got a lot going on. I seem to be connecting tonight with people that have just got really a lot going on, a lot of decisions to kind of make. I feel like you've either just made a decision about a relationship or it's coming up, and it feels like you know what to do. There's someone in your ear telling you to do something else, but I feel like you need to trust your gut. That's what I try to do. We're all psychic. We all have instincts. You need to trust yours. Feels like this person. It's a older lady. I don't think it's your mum, but it's kind of like an emotional sort of support, an older lady that you listen to and you go to for guidance. I feel like you tell her sometimes too much, and then it comes back to you, and she blurts out all this information and tells you what to do. I feel like you need to hold your cards a bit closer to your chest and just make your own decision. So that's regarding some sort of relationship with you. General reading. I also feel like, Crystal, you're sort of going through in the next 6 months sort of changes of friends. You're doing a bit of a sort of like a psychic clean out, as in looking at people in your life and looking at it's like you've got too much choice at the moment. You kind of, whether you get invited out and you've got sort of 3 things on in one night, and it feels like you're spreading yourself a bit too thin at the moment. It's okay to step back, and it's okay to spend more time with people that you resonate with, people that you enjoy their company with. It's okay to say no. It's okay to just make decisions based on what makes you happy. So it feels like that's sort of what you're deciding in changes of friendships. And really, true friends are going to be loyal. Even if you haven't seen it for 6 months, they're still going to be good friends. They're not going to let you down. I feel like there's also a bit of an element of some friends letting you down at the moment. And it's okay just to move on with your life and spend your energy on people where that energy is more reciprocated. So I feel like there's just a few little changes going on for you in 6 months, and I feel like sort of towards the end of the year you'll just be a lot sort of emotionally lighter and a bit and happier just with the people that you sort of got around you. So I hope that makes sense to you. Just really trust your instincts and make sure decisions that you make are yours. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense to you, Crystal. Thanks for connecting. All right, so I've got a picture reading next. Cody, 29th of the 11th, 97. A love reading on Matt, 20th of the 12th, 92. I don't normally do numerology, but I feel like I need to do that with you. So, Cody, first thing I'm picking up with you is you're very sensitive. You really take to heart things that you shouldn't necessarily take to heart. That's the first thing I'm picking up. And I feel like that can come I'm just going to write them down. 22nd, 92, and 29th of the 11th, 97. So Cody, I feel like you have a tendency to sort of react to things, as in especially in terms of relationships where there's that emotional sort of investment. It's like you sort of react to things that are not meant to be as mean or nasty as you think, but you're quite sensitive. So I feel like that's something you need to work on, not just for this relationship, but future relationships as well. I feel like you are sort of you are compatible in many ways. It's quite fun and spontaneous, and you enjoy each other's company. But I feel like the you kind of clash intellectually. I think you sort of it's almost like I know it's not a sibling type relationship, but it's almost kind of like that sort of relationship where you can kill each other but no one else can, kind of thing. It's a weird sort of so. In many ways, you're really well suited, but in other ways, you're not well suited. I feel like you can help that, Cody, by sort of not reacting, not just if you hear something that may have shocked you or may have upset you, just breathe and just think about it and maybe say something about it the following day. So I feel like that's with you, whereas the partner's more intellectual and more sort of less emotionally invested in what they say. So they'll sort of say something, but you'll take the emotional side of things, but they'll sort of mean it more from an intellectual point of view or more sort of objective point of view, but you're more subjective. So I hope that makes sense to you. It's definitely worthwhile having a conversation about that, about how your brains are just wired a bit differently, and I feel like that's going to make more of the more good times and less of the sort of conflict times. So I hope that makes sense to you. But I wish you all the best, because it definitely can work. All right, thank you for that. Alrighty, so we've got the internationals available. So, and Ben's available. Option 1 just became available. So there you go. Snap him up. He won't be available for long. He just got off the phone. Fantastic medium. I can't recommend him highly enough. So please give him a call. So we have a text coming to screen. It is coming. It's Heine. Hope I pronounced that right. 26th of November 1990. Hello, lovely. Do you have any spirits, have any messages for me? I know you're asking about the mediumship reading, but I just got a whiff of alcohol in, like the spirits in the other sense. So I don't know whether you like a drink, Heine, but I just picked up with that. I've actually got a gentleman in spirit who used to enjoy a drink. He's and when I get that come through, I feel like I'm a bit burpy kind of thing, a bit tipsy. I feel like that with him. It actually feels like a extended family, like a cousin type thing. So someone who wasn't an immediate member of the family, but someone who'd sort of come in. It feels like you've got, I don't know what sort of culture you are, but there's sort of like quite a big sort of extended family, and you really have big family type celebrations. I've got a gentleman in spirit who used to enjoy a drink. He's telling you to have fun, just to you can be quite serious, and you can be very hard on yourself. We can all be our own worst critics, but for you, sometimes you really need to lighten up. And what he's telling me is just drop the attitude at times and just have fun. Just sort of be spontaneous, just go with the flow. And it's not going to be to the extent that he would party and drink, but certainly just you could benefit from enjoying life sort of a bit more is what I'm saying. You're very methodical actually, and that's good. You've been quite driven. You're also a bit sort of judgmental on people who maybe don't seem as serious as you, but bear in mind that people, particularly in a workplace, can be sort of quirky or funny or silly, but still be very capable. And I can be like that at work too. I like to lighten the mood and make people laugh from time to time, but it also is a good sort of laughter. It can be a good sort of stress relief. So if there's someone around you that's kind of funny, it's not that they're not capable or not being serious, but it's just their personality. So just be a bit more receptive to different personalities and just learn to have fun. So that's the message for you, Heini. I hope that makes sense. So thank you for connecting. Okay, now Nada's available, option 2. She literally just got off the phone, guys, so give her a call. Fantastic, she's a lovely lady. Please snap her up. She'll be gone soon. Okay, so I've got a picture we're reading next. TD, 14th of the 9th, 86. Would love a reading on this guy from any one of the lovely ladies tonight. His date of birth. I feel like it's another numerology I need to do. 85, 14th and the 9th, 86. Okay, so will we be together in the future? I feel, TD, with you, for some reason, I'm incredibly tongue-tied. I feel like you, at times, don't communicate. You just, whether you're nervous or excited or whether it's a really important conversation you're going to have, you just really get tongue-tied and you can't get the words out. So for you, TD, I feel like writing would be a good way of expressing your feelings. Rather than just have something unsaid or unresolved, just write it out. And even if it means just for the sake of clarifying those thoughts, not showing the person, do that, or showing it to them. I feel like you guys are quite a good match. You've got a lot of numbers that complement each other. You're sort of you're quite well balanced. You've sort of got like the creativeness, the intellect, neither one is sort of too sensitive. So it feels like quite a good combination. And I just got told, by intellect, I don't mean having, gone to university and all that. I mean life smart. You're quite smart and that sort of thing. And also a bit money smart. You've learned to, you're both quite good in terms of dealing with your lot in life and spending the money that you have wisely. So it feels like you're quite a good match. It feels like you're both quite sort of practical people. So that feels good. Yeah, I still feel tongue-tied with you. I feel like that's something, not even just with this relationship, which I feel is quite positive and does have a future together. I feel like just in general, and I don't know whether you've got neighbourhood disputes or that sort of, whether you're in an apartment block with neighbours close by. I feel like communication, the way you communicate is something that you can work on and you can improve, and you could even get some professional help in doing that, or even just write it out. And it feels like if you've sort of got it written down, and you'll have it clearer in your mind, and you'll say it clearer. So it feels like that's going to help with the neighbourhood disputes that you've got. And the relationship, I don't know whether you guys are living together already, or you're talking about living together, but I feels like that would be a nice move. It's kind of like you've kind of bits and pieces of each of you have been broken in the past, but together you're more complete. You're quite good together. So I wish you all the best. Thank you for connecting. Okay, now we still have Nada available, option 2. I don't know what's going on. She'll get called quickly, so please connect with her. Take this opportunity. So option 2. Okay, we've got a text message coming to screen now. So it is coming. We promise. Live TV. There you go. Lucy. Okay, so what would Lucy like to know? So Lucy's feeling very lost at the moment. Here we come. Okay, so Lucy, 20th of May, 1957. Just wanting to know if I'm overreacting and what's in store for me in the next 6 months. First thing I got with you, Lucy, is sleep on it. It feels like at the moment it's very raw. And it feels like you need to sleep on it before you react. It feels like you've been, I don't know whether you've been bullied or excluded, or there's some significant conversation that's happened and you've been excluded from it. And it's like the people that have done this haven't realised the consequences. And you're quite a loyal person as well. You're quite a trusting person, a loyal person, and you weren't expecting it from them. So I don't think you're overreacting in the sense that you're feeling hurt and betrayed and angry. It's kind of like a feeling of grief, as in that friendship's lost, that trust is lost. So that doesn't feel like you're overreacting at all. I feel like this sort of, you've then asked Lucy about the next 6 months, and I feel like this is going to have a knock-on effect for the next 6 months. And it feels like relationships, I'm actually getting 3 people involved. It feels like relationships between the 3 of you aren't going to be the same again. And it feels like you again, I'm getting writing. You're another person who you don't communicate well when you're upset, in that you would probably be really angry, a bit scary, Lucy. But I feel like you can put this in writing. And it feels like you're going to write a few drafts, but actually put it in writing how you're feeling and what you see the implications of this happening. Because you're quite pragmatic, quite practical, and you're more objective, so you can sort of see the knock-on effect of this, whereas the other 2 can't so much. But it feels like if you put that in writing, it's actually going to, they'll be eating their words kind of thing. So, no, I don't feel like you're overreacting. I just think you could be a bit better in the way that you express how you're feeling. And it feels like you just need to let them see what exactly they've done and how they've treated you has affected you personally, and what the knock-on effects are going to be about this, because I feel like you're on the money with what you can see is going to happen from this. So sorry you're in this situation. It's awful, I know, but that's okay. Things will get better. So I wish you all the best. Thanks for connecting. Okay, so everyone's on call at the moment, but we do still have our internationals available. So they're updated 24/7 on our website. So connect calling the 1800 or 1900 numbers. Hit option 6 and then 2. And you can see on screen at the moment that we've got 3 of them available. So, okay, so we've got Simone, Angel. How about Angel? Let's find out what Angel does. Oh, there you go. Angel's an experienced psychic and tarot reader. So there you go. So give her a call. Okay. So they're 24/7 psychics. So the international psychics are available when we're not on air. So you can give them a call. You can have a look on their website and see who's available. Okay. Doing a few shout-outs. So thanks for connecting, guys. Annalise. A big shout-out to you, Annalise. Teedy. I think I just did a reading for you, Teedy. Yeah. So thanks for that. That was great. Okay. Yeah, and thank you. Thank you also for the people who have given confirmations or validations for the readings. I've really appreciated that myself. For people who have called me, it might have been a name that I've given and didn't register, and then they've called back to tell me who it was. So I really appreciate that. But it really does help when that happens. Yeah. So we've got Ben available, option 1. So he just got available. So give him a call. It's his first night, so make him feel welcome. Don't let him rest. Please call him. Yeah. Got about 10 minutes before he comes back onto the desk. So, yeah, give him a call. All right, I've got a text message coming up next. It is coming. By snail mail. Okay, so it's Ryan, I think it was. Yeah. So, Ryan saying he doesn't do this often, but he needs a general reading to push me in the right direction. Thanks, Ryan. So it's 17th of October, 95. Wow, you're a real go-getter, Ryan. You're born in October, but you've got a bit of a Sagittarian fire type energy, wanting to expand your horizons in the right path. I feel like whatever you choose is going to be fine, and you're going to get to where you want, either more directly or indirectly. With you, it's about networking as well. So choices that you make, although they might not feel like it feels like there's still stepping stones for you, Ryan. So you're not going to jump to where you want to be. You've actually got to do a few steps. And networking, I'm picking up, is very important for you. So it's like you're so sort of focused, head down, that you sometimes forget but you're not as receptive to the people around you. But I feel like networking is actually going to help you climb the steps a bit faster to get where you want to. And I don't know whether it's to do with your own business or that sort of thing. It feels like you're very creative, whether it's like a design type. You have your own design business. I can see you making quite creative decisions and quite sort of... And you've got a way, I don't know whether you're also involved in marketing or advertising, but you've got a way of really selling an image and really getting that message across. So you're very good at what you do, and you've really got a knack of doing that. So that could even be you marketing yourself kind of thing. And then again, you know, one part of that is the social media, the what you're doing on the computer, but the other part is for you to sort of play the game a bit and network and be aware of people around you and make connections from people around you and don't be afraid to let people help. You know, if you see a job advertised and get it, that's fine. But if someone tells you about a job and then you get it, that's still fine too. It's not cheating. It's almost like you want to do things the right way, but you kind of a little bit closed to sort of people around you. And I normally tell people the opposite. I normally tell people to trust their instincts and make their own decision, not other people. And I can't see other people making decisions for you, but I can see them helping you make those connections and to get where you want to go. So it feels like you've got a really bright future. It feels like you're really very good at what you do. So I wish you all the best, Ryan. Thank you for connecting. Okay, so we've got... Okay. Yep, so we need more picture messages, so please send them through, the 1800 or 1900 number. Oh, the picture message, name, date of birth to 0437 646 958 and let us know what you'd like to know. Yeah? Okay, so we're doing a picture message next. It's Brian. Is it Brian? No, oh sorry, it's Gail. Jumping the gun. Okay, it is coming. Gail, 11th of the 11th, 1955. My love life, please. How will I know who the right man is? And where will I meet him? Top show. Thank you, Gail. Well, you're really stunning, Gail. You're really glamorous. You take amazing pride in yourself. I don't know whether you work in the beauty industry, but you're just stunning to look at, Gail. So I actually feel like you get quite a lot of attention, but you really do. You have a good way of filtering out the idiots, kind of thing, and you're also very intelligent, Gail. So you've got to sort of find someone that matches your intellect as well, and you're quite funny as well. So someone that understands your humour. So it's like you would go on a date and then crack a joke, and if they don't get it, then that's it, kind of thing. So you've got a way of sort of you've sort of got like a screening process that you already kind of do. It actually feels like you're going to meet someone through friends. Like it's going to be, as in what I'm getting, Gail, is it's going to be a bit off guard. So you're not going to do your initial sort of screening process. You're just going to kind of talk and then sort of hit it off. So it feels nice. It feels more spontaneous, and you'll sort of be more receptive to it in that you just realise you have a connection before you were looking, kind of thing. So that feels very nice. It feels like it's someone that has children or sort of like grown-up sort of children that sort of spend some time with him. But that's completely fine because you've got your own family commitments and that sort of, and you've got friends yeah, I still feel like you work in beauty or you've got some sort of connection with the beauty industry or modelling or that sort of thing. But it feels like a nice connection. Like it feels like it's a nice. You spend a nice amount of time together, and it's not too rushed or it's not too slow. All I'm going to say to you is just let love happen. In that, it really feels like it'll be a connection when you're not expecting it. And I know that's a cliche; everyone says it, and it's happened to me. But it just feels like it'll be. You won't be on your guard as much. It's not like you're going on a date. It's just like you're going to sort of meet someone. And I don't know whether there's sort of like a travel, feels like around the time you meet there'll be a cruise or a sort of a travel connection. So whether you meet on a cruise or you're at a lunch with friends or something when you meet him and you're talking about going on a cruise, it feels like there's a travel connection with water with that. So yeah, it's exciting. It feels nice. It feels like you're sort of, like it just feels like a youthful, playful type connection that feels nice, and you match sort of intellectually. He will understand your jokes, and you'll understand his. So it feels really nice. So thank you for connecting with me, and I wish you all the best. Okay, we've got Nada available. Option 2 just became available. Oh, maybe not. No, I think she's just on a call. There you go. That's how quickly they get snapped up, guys. So there you go. So the internationals, option 6, and then press 2. Okay, so we've got Simone available. So if you call, even though the in-studio psychics are busy, if you call, press option 6 and then 2, you can speak to Simone. All right, we've got a text message next by Graham. Okay, 17th of the 1st, 67 came and then it went. Hi everyone, will I find love soon? And if so, is that person already in my life? Yes, I feel like someone's already in your energy, Graham. Yeah, and it feels like there's both been heartbreaks, you and them. It feels like it's kind of, in terms of relationships, take it or leave it. It feels like that sort of energy, like you just, and that's kind of nice in that you're sort of friends and there's no pressure. But absolutely, I got a yes that they're already in your life. And it feels like it's nice. It's like they've sort of got the best of people you've met in your life, if that makes sense. As in, they're just quite balanced, and it's like that on a soul connection they feel familiar because you can you can see aspects of your grandfather or your mum, like you can see sort of aspects of good relationships you've had in your life. So it feels very nice, but yeah, absolutely, definitely in your life, and it feels like you know who they are. So it's sort of no surprise to you, Graham. And it just feels like it's not. Don't put a time frame on it. It's just sort of, it's just starting off as a friendship, and it's just going to be quite nice the way it happens. So it's just reassuring to know that they're already there and things are looking positive. So I don't know whether they're going to. There's been a loss in their family or something. Someone's sick in the family, like you're going to be there for them. It's going to be sort of there'll be some sort of event in a couple of months that sort of brings it to a head or sort of makes them see how reliable you are and how caring you are. It's kind of a relationship, it's kind of a friendship where sort of something will happen and then you sort of become that, you have that closeness and they kind of see the type of person you are. You know, what's that saying? You see people's true colours when you have adversity in your life. So, and I feel like that's going to be something that sort of is a bit of a catalyst to that relationship. But it feels nice. Just enjoy the moment. So, thank you for connecting, Graham. Yeah, really nice energy. Okay. All right. Every psychic's busy at the moment. They're on calls. So we still do have the international 24/7s. You keep trying. You'll be able to get through. As soon as one's available, you'll get through to them. I think we've got a picture message next. Gabriella, 25th of the 11th, 63. Hi, PTV. Will I work again? What will I do and when? I'm anxious about my future. Gabriella, I feel like something's happened. There's been a sudden stopping of your work. I don't know whether you had an accident or whether something happened or like it's kind of like you were in a sort of working frame of mind, working energy, and then something sort of stopped, and then that sort of was on the back burner to other things going on. I can see you sort of having to go to appointments and things, and sort of life got busy, but you weren't at work. So I can see something like that happen. And it's like you were busy with yourself, but with other people as well. Yeah, I can see you working. I can see you sort of doing like a casual part-time. I don't know what I'm smelling flowers. I'm seeing like big gerberas and beautiful flowers. So I don't know whether you've ever worked in a florist shop or you want to work in a florist shop. I can see you doing something around flowers, or even working in a garden or that sort of thing. Yeah, all I'm, in terms of the work connection, all I'm getting, to be honest, is flowers. There's going to be you're going to see flowers sort of on a day-to-day sort of thing when you're working. But I can see you working sort of part-time. It just feels like you are sort of busy other than work. Although you're sort of going to work, it's sort of, work will be sort of like a release for you, but it'll also be almost like a time to relax. I know that sounds strange, but it feels like work will be a good balance for you. And I can definitely see some sort of flower type connection with that. So I know that's a bit ambiguous, but I hope that makes sense to you. But yeah, I can see you working again. So thank you for connecting. All right. So Nadia's on call. I know it says she's available, but she's on call at the moment. So sorry to confuse you. All right, so we're going to do some shout outs. So thanks for connecting with Facebook and our live stream. So, and we've also got the upcoming psychic show. We've got a platform reading show, so we're very excited about that. So thank you for showing your support and sharing that. So that's on the 30th of June at the Brian Brown Theatre in Blacktown. Doors open 6:15. The show starts at 7 o'clock. So we've got Alan Hamlin, Florence King, Kerry Irwin. And yeah, so it's going to be amazing. It's I've seen all of those mediums live, and I've had readings from them myself. And really, to have them all four on stage, you know, likely pick out different people in the audience. So you've got 4 chances of having a reading. So yeah, please come to that. Yeah. All right. So I've got a pitch message next. So we've got Teresa, 23rd of May, 1945. She'd like a belated birthday reading. Happy birthday, Teresa. Whatever you see, please, for the future. That's interesting. That's close to my auntie's birthday, my auntie in spirit, and her middle name is Teresa. So there you go. That's sort of confirmation for me that my auntie's around me. Wow, what do I see in the future? Teresa, I'm getting a bit of travel for you, and by that I don't mean sort of a huge holiday, but I mean there's going to be a connection. I don't know whether you've got a big birthday celebration, like it feels like an elderly sort of birthday. I'm getting 90. Like, it feels like a big sort of family connection where people are going to come and you're going to go to that. But it feels like you'll have a bit of a holiday. And I'm getting sort of the north central coast of New South Wales, a connection with that. So it feels like people are coming down from Queensland, going up from Victoria and going across. So that's what I'm picking up for you. There's going to be a bit of a celebration. And I also picked up on a wedding as well. So whether there's like a family or close friend type connection with a wedding, and also an elderly type birthday. So what I'm picking up with you is just a bit of travel and just a bit of enjoyment and a bit of celebration around things and around significant events in people's lives. It feels nice, and it feels like that'll be a nice way for you to reconnect with people and catch up with people. I'm just getting reconnection with you. I don't know whether you've also got a school reunion going on as well, or it just feels like there's going to be reconnections with people, with the family and with school friends type thing with you. It's kind of like, you know, life gets busy and you drift apart from people, but it feels like it'll be really nice and you'll re-establish some of those connections and they'll be in your circle of friends. So that's what I'm picking up with you. It feels really nice, really like a nice thing for you to do, and it feels like you'll attend all of those occasions, and it'll just be lovely. So thank you for connecting, Teresa, and happy belated birthday. Okay, now I've got the awesome Ben sitting next to me.
Oh,
There
thanks,
you go.
Rhonda. Give us a cuddle.
Give me a cuddle.
Thanks, Rhonda.
Sitting very far apart. But there you go. I'll forgive him. So I'm going to booth 1 now. So thanks for
Awesome.
everything. Thank you.
Okay, send those picture messages in 0437 646 958. And send those text messages in. Name, date of birth, message 1972 2202. Then send those voice messages, skip the queue. Name, date of birth, and message 1900 909 999 or 1800 757 035. Okay, Rhonda's just gone into booth 1, so she'll be available very soon. So call Rhonda.
Now we're at the end of the show, so if you want a reading, you have 3 options. We have booth 1 with the beautiful Rhonda, booth 2 with Ben, or you can go to our international psychics. So now we're about to go. We'd love to thank everybody for watching the show and supporting and being a part of the show with us. And to everyone who's also been, to buying and selling the tickets for the beautiful platform show. We're really grateful and it means a whole lot to us. So, okay, we're going. Thank you so much and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.